say that on Monday and Tuesday, the moon is in Sagittarius. And the moon in Sagittarius culminates as a full moon in Sagittarius early Wednesday morning. Beautiful full moon. It really basically Tuesday night, okay? Because it'll be about where I am, it's going to be about 2:44 in the morning on Wednesday. So if you want to stay up and see the actual full of the moon, I would stay up Tuesday night. And that full moon in Sagittarius is going to be delightful, very fiery, very hot, very hopeful, very ready to get out and explore. It's a very social kind of new moon, full moon. Full moons are a good time to socialize anyway. It's a time when we're celebrating our culminations for the month. We look back, we say, what have I accomplished in the past month? Well, I did this and I did this and I did this. Pat yourself on the back. You did it. Full moon, culmination. Here we are. And then after the full moon, we start to put it behind us. But I love the full moon in Sagittarius on the 11th. I'm seeing that 11 and I'm seeing that Sagittarius arrow, and it is reminding me of like an 8 of Wands. It feels like a full speed ahead kind of vibration. So whatever the frustrations might come in with Monday and Tuesday, we do have some grace coming in to Wednesday with that Mars trine to Chiron, and they're in fire signs, okay? Mars is in Leo, Chiron is in Aries, Moon's going to be in Sagittarius, so that's a grand trine in fire signs. That's protection when you take action. That's protection when you follow your impulse. That is protection when you allow yourself to be inspired. So allow yourself to be inspired, okay, friends? Especially Tuesday night if you're staying up late for that full moon. Be careful about the fires, though. Full moon, I know I like to have a good full moon fire, and it might be kind of safe for us around here because it's been raining a lot. But if you like to have a fire for the full moon, you need to check with the local weather stations and see what your fire risk is. And that just came up, so I'm thinking to say it.
Yeah, I have a question. The Grand Trine and fire signs, when is that happening?
Oh, when does that happen? I wish I had my moon went into Sagittarius.
Tuesday while we're having the full moon, or Tuesday? Wait.
It's going to be, no, it's going to be really before the full moon on Tuesday evening. Okay. Basically, Tuesday. When Mars is trining Chiron, the moon is going to be at about the right position.
Okay.
It's going to move into position to Grand Trine with them, and then it's going to move out of position because remember, the moon moves really fast. It moves like 7 to 11 points a day.
Okay.
And there are 30 points in a sign, so.
Good to know. The more you know.
Yeah. So also on Wednesday, Mercury is going to have a cooperative conversation with Venus. We like this. Mercury freshly in Cancer, Venus freshly in Taurus. They're having a sort of sweet, emotional, supportive, creative conversation. It could be sensual. It could be loving and kind. And it's really just about in our personal lives, sort of processing our relationships, whatever is going on in our relationships, and really doing that in a way that helps us make a plan to move forward. And I love that they're in water and earth signs, like I said, because it's fire and air. Most of the chart is fire and air right now. So that to have those personal signs in water and earth signs just feels a little more cool, a little more grounded, a little more like, okay, we can slow down and follow through a little bit here. Okay. It doesn't have to be all initiative and all action. Once you take the initiative, once you get something started, you might feel like you have to push and push and push and push and push hard. But at a certain point, when you get things underway, you get to ease off the gas a little bit, right? And just keep rolling forward, keep making progress. And then on Thursday, the moon moves into Capricorn that evening. Nope, on Wednesday, the moon moves into Capricorn that evening, and the moon will be in Capricorn on Wednesday, the 11th, Thursday, the 12th, Friday, the 13th. Ooh, Friday, the 13th, y'all.